All right, so once we have added our ground to our work, one thing that we're going to try to build up to, and I am referring to this one, you can look at this one, but we're going to start to build our darks right here and our dark medium and then our lights as you go towards the center area. We're not going to leave this completely light or white. There will be some directional lines pulled in there, so just super duper lightly pull in just a few little directional lines in the middle, just so that your eye won't stop. Your eye, when you look at it, needs to go all the way through this as you're working. So we're going to start with this edge right here, and we're going to take this and just keep in mind, you can still look, I still see my little guideline right here, still look at that little guideline as you go, and you're going to start to just build your value just a little bit in this corner, and keep in mind what you're trying to do is you're still trying to curve your value. This should all be curved just slightly. So if you feel like your lines are going straight, go back, look at them. You can fade some out if you want to take your kneaded eraser. If you realize that you're not going in the right direction, just go back. Or if you have some streaky lines, go back and erase those. All your lines should be fairly consistent. So I'm going to take that little ground that I did a value, and I'm just going to fade it just a little bit. So I'm just getting it lighter as I go towards the center. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to make this a little bit heavier right here on this side. And what I would tell you as you get heavier, or as you actually start on this thing, look at my reference that is up. The whole point of this for you guys is to take my reference and match the values. It doesn't have to be the exact colors, but you're going to need to match the values of my reference. So we're just building up here. And then the opposite side is going to be the same deal. You're just taking it, and I'm not going more beyond this little point. I'm looking at this side as I'm doing this side, and I'm trying to make the value symmetrical, as symmetrical as I can. Okay, so once I've achieved that, you can see I'm starting with my value pretty well, but I've got to bump it up a bit. As you go to the value, if you remember doing your value chart, the value 4 was that super duper dark value that is opaque. And of course, with the opaqueness, you're not going to really see your paper through the heaviest value. So right around this little edge, I'm starting to build this thing up. And the key here with building this up and making things look consistent and just maintaining these lines is keeping your pencil sharp. If you look at the tip of my pencil, it's pretty darn sharp. So, okay, so I built this up. It's a bit heavy here compared to what's going on here. So what I'm going to do is in this section, I'm going to just real lightly, it won't be as dark as this. This is going to be semi-transparent right here. You can still see the paper through this little part. Okay, and then it's going to start to kind of fade. And I'm going to cut this one off. I'll do another video.